Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my Texas Longhorn football predictions for the 2018 season. I think Texas has a shot to make the college football playoffs. I also think Texas has a shot to win to win the Big 12. I think Texas this year is going to be the first year that people are going to be like Texas is back after the Charlie Strong era in last year. So, looking at the schedule though, it is a tough schedule. Um, you have to go on the road against Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Kansas State, and I think I am missing. They're at Kansas as well. So you go at Kansas State, at Oklahoma State, at Texas Tech, at Kansas State. So they they get a lot of home games this year. They have 8 home games. Well, 7 home games. One's a neutral site. The Maryland game, the neutral site's at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's basically a home game for Maryland. It's FedEx Field is like 20-25 minutes away from University of Maryland, but it's a manageable schedule. It's just it's a tough schedule. So where my cursor is right here was dive into these numbers. FBI has Texas going 9-3. They give them a 0.4% shot of going 12-0, a 20% shot of winning the Big 12, and they say they have the fourth hardest schedule in America out of 130 teams. No upsets. They have them going 10-2. The FBI. So let's see where I have Texas. I think they'll be very good. I just don't know with the schedule and everything if they could make a run at the college football playoffs. So let's start the neutral site game against Maryland. My Terps. I am a Terps fan, and it's basically a home game for Maryland. Basically, it's as I said earlier, but I'm picking Texas to beat us. I think Texas is going to beat us by a lot. Actually, I have it 45-24 Texas. Next game, Tulsa. Oh yeah, and by the way, Texas has no easy wins. This is probably their easiest game of the year though against Tulsa at home, and I do think they will beat Tulsa pretty easily. I'm going to say they win this game 52-7. Next game is USC at home, and Texas went into USC when Charlie Strong was the head coach and beat them. Um, I think USC though this year is actually going to go into Austin, Texas and beat them, and I have the Longhorns losing this game, 24-20. I think USC scores a touchdown late. So look at the non-conference schedule, 2-1, not bad. You probably want to beat USC, but if you're Texas, but you do have the conference schedule. If you go undefeated in that, you're probably in the college football playoffs. And first game against TCU, I think Texas is the better team, and I think Texas is going to win this game against TCU. TCU has some uncertainty, in my opinion. I think Texas is going to beat TCU 33-24. Next game is at Kansas State for Texas. Kansas State's going to be okay. They might be a little bit down this year, but I do have Texas going into Kansas State, and I have them beating Kansas State 34-29. Oops, 34-29. Next game is the big rivalry game, neutral site field, Red River game, Texas versus Oklahoma. Um, I think this game always brings the best out of both teams, in my humble estimation. And I think this year, Oklahoma's favored 65-35. Oklahoma's going to be the better team, but I think, as you saw in my Oklahoma football predictions, by the way, check that out upper right hand corner or at the end of the video. I have Texas winning this game 45-35. So I have Texas making a statement here, and they are probably going to be at this point at 5-1, probably in the top 10 again with this win against Oklahoma. Next is Baylor at home. I'm not big on Baylor this year. I think Baylor's going to suck until 2022 in my opinion. I have Texas beating them easily, 42-13. Then Texas has a bye. Then Texas has Oklahoma State on the road. They're not favored in this game, and Oklahoma State, they have some uncertainty this year around them. Like, I don't know if they're going to be even contending for the college football playoffs, but I do know one thing. They will beat Texas, in my opinion, and I have them beating Texas 47-42. I think it'll be a game where Oklahoma State scores a touchdown late and wins. Then Texas gets West Virginia at home. Will Greer and that offense out of West Virginia is going to be tough to stop, but I think Texas does a good job and beats West Virginia. I'm going to say Texas beats them 35-28. Next game is at Texas Tech. I do think at Texas Tech, they're okay. I just don't think they're going to be playing any defense this year because I think their defense sucks. And I have Texas winning this game big. I have them paying a 50 burger on Texas Tech, as I have Texas being Texas Tech 55-31. I think Texas does give up some points in this one. Next game is Iowa State. FBI is kind of high on Iowa State. I'm not as high on Iowa State. I thought last year was kind of a fluke. But I do think Iowa State does lose this game, and I think Texas wins this game. I think Texas kind of wins this game kind of easily. I'm going to say they beat them 38-20. And then last game at Kansas, I'm shocked they give Kansas an 11% shot, honestly. I know last time these two teams played in Kansas won. But I don't think that's going to happen this year. I think Texas is going to blow them out 49-10. So, those are my predictions. So I have Texas going 10-2 with an 8-1 conference record. So I think Texas is pretty good. I do think they'll have to win the Big 12 championship to have a chance at the college football playoffs. I do think they're definitely a New Year's Six Bowl team, though, in my humble estimation. So that was my view about Texas. Tell me what you think about my Texas Longhorn football predictions. Comment down below. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. And thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. And this is McD the Beast signing off.